What's up guys, MGH here and welcome back to another episode of my Arsenal career mode. We're going back into the Champions League as we speak. So basically guys, if you look at the table in the bottom right corner, there's only 1 point between me and Roma, but we have both been put through to the knockout stages. It is done. I've achieved my target, I guess, of the season set by the board. They wanted me to reach out the knockout stages, and that's what I've done. So basically what I've decided to do, because in a weird way I want a harder opposition, I risked it. I thought, you know what, I'm going to sim this game against Celtic, because if we lose it means I'll get a harder opponent in the next round, and if I win, well, I finish top of the table. Hopefully. It depends on Roma's result as well. So we'll keep an eye out for that. But basically, this game starts off pretty well. Campbell is in for the injured Sanchez. Benteke is in for the injured Welbeck. And guess what happens? Benteke gets injured. So Walcott comes on as striker. But at that point, it was 1-1. Really frustrating because as soon as I get injuries back, I get more injuries. So it's really frustrating. You'll see at the end of this game what happens. Unfortunately, we do draw 1-1. And of course, that means that if Roma drew or got a win, they finished top. So in the end, no, it didn't really matter. We've made it through. And hopefully we'll get someone really interesting in the next round. But you'll see, Welbeck and Sanchez are back from injury. And as soon as that happens, Benteke is out for 4 weeks. But good news is we got £10 million in our transfer budget for progressing. So really good. And also some more good news there. Ozil seems to be a bit more happy at the club. Because I've been playing him every game pretty much. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes it happens in this game. Even if you play your best players all the time, they'll come up to you and say, I'm not getting enough game time. My contract says this and you're not giving me this. And it's just, it seems a little bit glitchy here and there. But luckily for us, guys, Ozil looks like he'll be staying. Because if I lost Ozil, I feel like I've lost a big part of this series. Ozil is, Arsenal's star player along with Sanchez, I would say. It'd be a real shame to lose him. But anyway, we move into the game against Newcastle in the Premier League and we get off to a bad start. So every game that I've played recently, I seem to be doing this, conceding early, and that's not what I want to be doing away from home at St James's Park or the Sports Direct Arena. I don't think it's called that anymore, is it? Let me know, Newcastle fans, in the comments below. Is it called the Sports Direct Arena or is it just St James's Park now? I'm pretty sure it's St James's Park, but also, guys, this game is another case of just coming up against an insane goalkeeper in form. Krul had an amazing match against me here, but let's see if we do actually get through him. Draxler on the ball. At the moment, he is playing so well. I cannot not play him. He's just that good at the moment. But unfortunately, he wasn't able to get us a goal before half-time. So we went into the second half 1-0 down. That's okay. I'm used to it lately. It's really frustrating, but what can you do? And Santi Cazorla, who dropped back a little bit in the second half, played him as the left centre mid, getting a few shots away on goal there. Krul once again saving another shot from Rabiot. But finally we break through with Theo Walcott. He finds a gap in the defence and he slots it past Krul. Finally, we got through him and it's 1-1. Are they going to score in the last few minutes? No, they're not. Talbot, who is playing in front of Chesney, and the injured Ospina, manages to catch it. And we get the draw. So a draw away at St James's Park is not too bad, right? But anyway, we move into the game against QPR here. A lot of my team was changed out. I had Jenkinson playing as CDM and I had Rose playing as the right centre mid. Now, I've discussed this before. Rose is obviously the youth squad player that I promoted. Really good stats on the ball, not very good defensively. So I think in a way, I'm ignoring the fact he's a right back and I'm going to play him in midfield every now and again. And on that right side where Wilshere normally plays, he might just fit in well. And I tell you what, Jenkinson in CDM, I've discussed this already with you guys. I think he's brilliant. He could be played at centre-back as well, I think, if I really had to. I really do like him. He's such an agile but big guy. It works perfectly. But Rose was actually having a very good game indeed. He was passing the ball up nicely, getting space for my attackers. Is Jenkinson on the ball. Comes into Chamberlain. Lovely little Ronaldo chop. And again, another great save there by Murphy. So QPR hanging on for life at the moment. We'd had so many chances to score. One falls to Rose. He hits the post. My controller's dying. I get the ball back again and it's deflected out for a corner. So unfortunately for Rose, he wasn't able to score either of those chances. But we go into the half-time break at 0-0. So it could be worse. For once, I haven't conceded in the first half. But in the second half, Ozil plays it out here to Gibbs. He's going to stop the ball. Lovely bit of play into Ozil again. Lovely Ronaldo chop. He's so good at that. But on his right foot, he is awful. We all know it. Ozil doesn't have a right foot. Look how bad that is. Okay, it's not too bad. It wasn't awful. It's gone only about 2 feet wide, but I should be taking those opportunities if I want to win games. But Debussy passes it into Ozil once again, and although he missed his chance, he was still a handful. He was still playing well, and actually causes QPR to slide in and get a red card. Silly, silly defender. What are you thinking, Harriman? So Ozil steps up to take the free kick, and I should have gone with the right footer. I decided to try it, and it didn't go very well. And then Wilshere in the last minute of the game goes through on goal, but actually is offside. It was the final push. We get one last shot. What? Wow, the referee decides to blow the whistle when Welbeck is through on goal. What can you do about that? 2 draws in a row, and there was no goals in that last game. So this game against West Brom popped up, and I thought, okay, another home game. Let's see if we can get a few goals in this one. So I played a bit more of an attacking team. We had Campbell on the right side, who for me is playing really well at the moment. We had Khedira back in the middle, picks out Welbeck there, who has actually a very good finish there. It goes in. I think the keeper would have saved it if it wasn't offside, but yeah, another offside call there. And then once again, Khedira through to Welbeck. He's playing on that familiar left side, even though he's a striker. He seems to drift out all the time there. Comes back to Khedira, who set up the attack in the first place, but his shot goes wide. And now West Brom are on the attack. They've got such a good player up front in Adayi, I think it is. Looks like a really solid striker, actually, from Nigeria. And unfortunately, though, they weren't able to score either. And we go in half-time again, 0-0. Just not enough goals in this team at the moment. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. It might be my formation. Or maybe my strikers are just not in form at the moment. Welbeck not having too many chances. Benteke is obviously injured. But when I play Walcott up front, that seems to work pretty well. But at the moment, we're sticking with Welbeck there. And look at Draxler go. He's just playing so well. And once he gets dribbling like that, it's very difficult to tackle him. And we get the cross in from the corner, and Campbell heads it onto the bar. I just cannot get lucky at the moment. So I made 3 massive changes. Ozil, Walcott and Ramsey all coming on, and they combine instantly. So here's Ozil on the ball. He dribbles around a few defenders. A beautiful cross in. And Theo Walcott, one of the shortest players on the pitch, wins the header. And finally we break through, and it's 1-0. So those substitutions were perfect. And now Lescott gives away the ball to Campbell, sorry. I thought it was Welbeck for a second. And then Walcott, my God, I'm getting my names mixed up. Then Wilshere slots it into the bottom left corner. So that is a win for us. Surely we're not going to lose this game now. 2-0 up. Lovely flick by Ozil. But we're not going to get the attack going. They win the header. And the referee blows the whistle. So now we go into the biggest game of the episode, guys. A match against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Now we're playing Welbeck up front against his old team. Wanyama's coming in for Khedira, who apparently is out of form, but I just fancied using him. Why not? And other than that, it was my first team. Sanchez is obviously back from injury, and it's good to have Welbeck and Sanchez. That combo up front again is always really good. Now, Man United had a bit of an odd team. It wasn't the strongest. I couldn't see Di Maria. I couldn't see Falcao. And those guys have obviously moved on potentially. I know Falcao was on loan, so maybe he's gone. But Di Maria, I'm not sure if it was just me missing him. I'm not sure. He might be there. But either way, Rooney gets on the ball here. He was the main attacking option for them with Hernandez back from his loan from Real Madrid. They almost score. They hit the post. But then I get my own chance here. Lovely ball from Ramsey to Alexis. Cuts in. And it's a great shot, but Lindegaard saves it. So we made some changes at half-time here. I was going to take off Welbeck, but I kept him in there. Draxler had to come on. I wanted Draxler back in, and Khedira came on for Wanyama. And straight away, well, not straight away actually, it took me a while to get back into the game in the second half. In the 80th minute, we win ourselves a penalty. It's Alexis who dribbles through Fellaini and Rojo, and he pulls him back, pulling his shirt. And Welbeck slots it home against his old club. Look at that. He celebrates. I've cut it out in case any Man United fans get a bit upset. I'm kidding. I just cut it out because it's boring. But either way, lovely ball into Alexis. Can we finish the game off? Yes, we can. Lindegaard should be doing better with this. But what can I say? Man United threw their team forward to try and get an equaliser. And it left some gaps. And Lindegaard, yeah, you've got to be doing better than that. But Alexis scores again. Are Man United going to get a goal before the end of the match? I think it's too late. It is indeed. We get a 2-0 win at Old Trafford. Absolutely fantastic result. Bit of an inconsistent episode, but we didn't lose. That's the main thing. So there you can see the board is happy with me. I'm an invaluable member of the team, so very happy with that. And we stay top of the table by 3 points. I'm above Spurs, Chelsea, Newcastle and Liverpool. So there you go. If you enjoyed the video, guys, please leave a like rating. Don't forget to check out my second channel, link in the description. I uploaded some Halo recently and some Call of Duty. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode soon.